dude. It is Candy O time. But guys, it's Candace Owens and Ana Kasparian. Oh, dude. Put that thing away, people. This is important though, guys, because I'm telling you right now, this is about Tucker Carlson. I know that we don't want to see this, but we do have to pay attention because they are setting up, they are trying to create this like populism shit, guys, where they are trying to mainstream Tucker Carlson. I feel like a long game is being played here, guys. Okay? Where they are like Trump is a failure. He's losing power. Rubio and Vance, there's a power vacuum, but they want to sort of like escape from MAGA. By the way, 40% of the people who are watching my YouTube are not subscribed, so make sure you hit that sub button. All right, you get all the good gossipy shit and you laugh your ass off and you get a lot of Kermit phone. All right? There are deeply evangelical, toxic, replacement theory, Christian America firsters that are trying to get out from under the MAGA movement, and they're trying to escape and be like, well, we weren't the bad Trumpy MAGAs. But guys, they're worse than Trump. Okay? Tucker Carlson, his worldview is worse than Trump. Tucker Carlson is just like Nick Fuentes. Make no mistake about it. Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes and Candace Owens and Nick Fuentes are the same shit. Okay? But they're trying to eke Nick Fuentes style bullshit into the mainstream under this guise that like, no, let's come together, right? Trump is over. Let's all come together, guys. Let's all play nice, guys. But no fucking way, dude.
It's like, my goodness, Candace was going around Judeo-Christian, doing all the things. She worked at Prager. You want me to believe that overnight Candace Owens became an anti-Semite to Adolf Hitler?
Though. I know.
She was working with, Ben Shapiro and Marisha Straight and Dennis Prager. And they're like, yeah, no, it's crazy how it happened. She fell.
But do you see what she did there too, though, guys? You see how she said Adolf Hitler? Like, that's how she's like trying to step away from her anti-Semitism, is like, oh, they're calling me Adolf Hitler. But like, no, Candace Owens' anti-Semitism and Adolf Hitler's anti-Semitism are not the same thing. But do you see what she's doing? She's like, they're calling me Adolf Hitler. And it's like, no, nobody's calling Candace Owens Adolf Hitler. But Candace Owens has definitely been engaged in long-term anti-Semitism, guys. Like deeply with the George Soros routine, the cabal. You know what I'm saying? But like they're like, watch her little rant here about how she tries to sidestep the anti-Semitism by using the Hitler tag, by going to the most extreme, like whatever Nazi guy out there.
And bumped her head, and now she's Adolf Hitler. And you want me to believe that overnight Candace Owens became an anti-Semite to Adolf Hitler?
Though. I know.
She was working with Ben Shapiro and Marisha Straight and Dennis Prager. And they're like, yeah, no, it's crazy how it happened. She fell and bumped her head, and now she's Adolf Hitler. And that it's the whiplash. It's too fast.
Yeah.
People go, okay, maybe you had me at Nick Fuentes. This is like, people go, okay, he was done early. He's 18. We didn't know who he was. But they just start moving, and then you're going, it's Candace Owens. Oh, no, Tucker Carlson bumped his head and became Adolf Hitler.
Right.
It becomes way too, and then you go, okay, let me go back and really see what's happening here.
But you see that, though? Like they're, to them, anti-Semitism is Adolf Hitler, right? Do you see what's going on, though, with these clowns? Is like, they're trying to ride the anti-Zionism scenario, but like Candace Owens has always had anti-Semitism as part of her shtick, and so is Tucker Carlson. But now she keeps using Adolf Hitler Adolf Hitler, Adolf Hitler. And it's like, yo, she's trying to sidestep. She's trying to like get out of jail of her and Tucker's anti-Semitic bullshit by saying like, ooh, I'm not Adolf Hitler, but oh, they're saying we bumped our heads and became Adolf Hitler. But like, bro, the gaslighting is insane there. If you're not Adolf Hitler, that means, oh, you're not anti-Semitic. You couldn't have been anti-Semitic. You have to be Adolf Hitler to be anti-Semitic. Dude, it's wild. And Anna's chewing this up. Okay, but Ana was like happy merchanting just a few months ago. You know? I mean, this shit is so crazy, dude.
Because, I mean, look, Nick Fuentes' rhetoric is nowhere close to Tucker Carlson's rhetoric. Nowhere close to it.
Dude, Nick Fuentes and Tucker Carlson are practically the same fucking thing, guys. Like, that's the thing that I am in complete disagreement with. That Nick Fuentes and Tucker Carlson, especially if you look at Tucker Carlson, historically, what he did when he was at Fox, he is like Nick Fuentes, but with old money and many more political connections. And he is like trying to sort of like pretend like he's not. But dude, they're very similar. They're the exact same fucking zip code, boss.
They're all in the same box.
Right, but they're lumped together. And to me, this isn't really about hatred toward Jewish people, which I find immoral, just like I would find hatred toward Muslims or hatred toward Christians. Like, hating any group of people simply based on their identity is wrong. I've always been against that. Yeah. But yeah, I just seems like I forgot where I was going with that. Yeah, a lot of people, I think they were just kind of part of this algorithmic bubble where they're only exposed to one thing. And when it came to the Muslim population, I think that the dehumanization was seen in the media across the board. And that brainwashing worked for a really long time. I mean, it definitely convinced Americans to support wars that we shouldn't have supported.
Going back to those presets when we're in our youth, 9/11.
Yep.
It was so raw. It was so scary. The way they made us stand up at 9/11 every day, the time in school. Moment of silence for what the Muslims did to us. Think about, like, that's kind of, so I was just like, Muslims, like, this is just how they live. This is what they do. And didn't register to me as Islamophobia. I just thought, I'm educated. It's a token of your education.
Dude, Candace Owens does not support Muslims. Okay? She does not. Neither does Tucker Carlson. Give me a fucking break, though. They're trying to like, oh, look at us. We're like unprogrammed now. Dude, I'm not buying this. I'm not buying this, boss. And nobody was like stood up and fucking, dude, they are scoundreling, guys. What they're trying to do, guys, is, I'm telling you right now, they're trying to mainstream Tucker Carlson's Nick Fuentes-like rhetoric, but they're trying to make it seem like he is not Nick Fuentes, that Tucker is very different than this. And these guys are really like, no, we're open. We're not, we're not anti-Semitic. We're not Adolf Hitler. Dude, they're gaming, okay? They're gaming. They're trying to mainstream Tucker. They're trying to get him an out, guys, okay? They're trying to escape. They're trying to get MAGA, like a segment of MAGA, out of the MAGA movement and give them cover and detach them from Trump and detach them from MAGA and pull them out of the fucking fray, if you will. Okay? And dude, Tucker, like, I'm telling you right now, we are not going to mainstream Tucker Carlson. We're not going to mainstream Candace Owens, guys. Okay? I mean, I don't think it's all about weakening the MAGA gang, guys. I don't. I think it's twofold. I think part of it is to sort of like break a section of MAGA off, but part of this, guys, is to try and use Ana Kasparian's like leftism connections. They want to peel away disaffected leftists who are upset with the Democratic Party, guys. Okay? Like Ana Kasparian, because you have to ask, why would they be bringing Ana Kasparian in? She affects the MAGA movement 0%. Okay, so why are they bringing in Hunter Biden? Why are they bringing in Ana Kasparian? They're trying to get people that are upset with the Democratic Party, upset with the people who fucked over Joe Biden, upset with the Democrats who are corporate Dems. They're trying to peel them away, guys. There is no reason to bring Ana into the destruction of MAGA, okay? Or Hunter Biden. They're trying to get anti-Democrat sentiment, and they're trying to peel away a new, like, populist movement that is the same as the MAGA movement, okay? It's like MAGA people realizing how Trump fucked up by being too polarizing, and they're like, no, what we're going to do is we're going to, like, take Trump and Nick Fuentes, and we're going to, like, get away from Trump, and we're going to try to be like, let's unite, guys. Let's unite and cram Bibles up your fucking asses. You ready? Like, watch this. Okay, here. They're going to gloss over abortion.
The fact that you were willing to put everything on the line to speak out against the genocide in Gaza made me realize that you are actually good faith on other political views you have, right? Because I'm pro-choice. That hasn't changed. I mean, I'm definitely not in favor of, late-term abortions happen, but they're very rare. But, I think that there were some laws written in a way that could have been abused, whatever, But my point is...
Dude, look at what she did there, right? She like, oh, I'm pro-choice. And then, there's some laws that could have been abused. She's like pandering. Oh, whatever. Oh, let me just gloss over that.
I think the popularity of Tucker Carlson gives me a look into what the conservative movement is evolving toward. At least I'm hoping that's the case, because he's very much conservative. Don't get me wrong. I mean, like, he's still, anti-abortion, all the conservative values that have existed when it comes to social issues. But he woke up to the neocons. He woke up to the big game that's being played with our money, our resources, with our reputations as Americans. And he's speaking out against it, and he's taking a huge risk. And guess what? He's got a lot of support, not just from conservatives, but also I'm noticing, the biggest voting bloc now are independents. And he has a lot of support among independents as well. I'm even seeing some hardcore lefties, like, reluctantly admit, like, Tucker's right about this, And
dude, what is she talking about, dude? Show me a hardcore lefty. Show me any one of them that has said Tucker Carlson is right about shit. You see what's going on, guys? Do you see? This is not about destroying MAGA. They're trying to peel, guys. Okay? Ana is up to, like, we thought she was bad during Trump, right? Her and Cenk Polymarket Studios during the biggest election of our times. They were basically the Peter Thiel and J.D. Vance studios during an election year. Fucking scumbags. Then Ana said Trump was not a fascist. Project 2025 wasn't real. And what did they do? They systematically trashed Kamala Harris. Okay? They trashed Biden the whole time. And then when Biden finally dropped out, they trashed Kamala. They trashed the shit out of her after making a huge deal about Biden. Okay, they were like, Biden is too old, he's too decrepit, he's too dumb, you got to get Biden out of there. And the minute Biden stepped down and Kamala took over, they trashed the shit out of her, guys. And they demonized the left, and they created as much apathy and like Kamala and anti-Democrat sentiment as they could. And they protected Trump. She did. She protected him. He's not a fascist. Oh my God, they're calling him Hitler. Oh my God, there's no Project 2025. She did that shit all the way until Trump got elected. And after Trump got elected, what was Cenk doing? Look at this shit. Hold on. We're going to get the receipts, guys. Look at this. This is a week before the election, guys. Both sides are utterly delusional. The idea that Kamala Harris is going to do any of her promises is laughable. Dude, he was doing this shit a week before the election, trashing Kamala. And then look at what Cenk said about Trump. This was November 29th. This was a couple weeks after the election. And Cenk Uygur says, I've been trying to figure out why I'm more optimistic now than I was before the election, even though I was so against the guy who won. I know now, MAGA is not my mortal enemy, and neither is the extreme left. My mortal enemy is the establishment, and they have been defeated, Cenk said. It's not just the establishment candidate lost, that's Kamala Harris. It's that their media is mortally wounded. The source of their strength was not insipid politicians like Mitch McConnell and Joe Biden. He puts those two together. He put McConnell and Joe Biden together. The source of the strength was their propaganda machine, the mainstream media. Now, online media is strong enough that their oppressive monopoly on the American mind has been broken. Now we're in the jungle. They hate that. I love it. This uncontrolled marketplace of ideas is where I'm home. I'd rather be in the populous woods than an establishment prison, dude. Isn't that insane? And that was anti-Kamala Harris, anti-Democratic Party, guys. This is what they're doing. This is what they're doing, guys. And look at this.
He's taking a huge risk. And guess what? He's got a lot of support, not just from conservatives, but also I'm noticing, the biggest voting bloc now are independents. And he has a lot of support among independents as well. I'm even seeing some hardcore lefties reluctantly admit Tucker's right about this, and I love it. I love that. Be honest with yourself.
Dude.
Who cares about the labels? What are your values? And stick to those values. Mm-hmm. And if you do that, you have to give Tucker Carlson credit for being as vociferous as he's been against Israel's influence on the United States, what's been going down in the Middle East.
Dude, Tucker Carlson gets zero credit. Zero. I don't care what he fucking says. I don't care if I even agree with him about something he says about Israel. Tucker Carlson gets zero fucking credit. He is a religious, demon scratching him in bed, zealot, freak, old money, replacement theory, degenerate fucking piece of trash. Tucker Carlson gets zero credit. And not only that, guys, but Tucker literally, dude, just a couple months ago, bro, dude, Tucker was like, where's he? Where's this fucker? Dude, look at him. There's Tucker in a meeting with the oil industry executives. Dude, Trump's meeting with the oil executives, and who is in that room, guys? Tucker fucking Carlson, bro. Oh, yeah. Dude, zero credit, bro. Zero fucking credit, boss. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members. So if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.